Hi, my name is Gavin Newscomb, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm the useless piece of shit responsible for your home burning down. So just keep giving me your insanely high taxes and keep voting Democrat so I can keep burning this motherfucking place to the ground. Thank you.
Guess who's back? Back again. Trump is back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Bing 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 bing. I'll create a monster, cause nobody wants to see Biden no more. They want Trump. I'm John Liver. Well, if you want Trump, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of weed mixed with some hard liquor. Some vodka that'll jumpstart my heart quicker than a shot when I get shot at the hospital by the doctor. When I'm not cooperating, when I'm rocking the table, well, he's operating. You waited this long, now stop debating, cause I'm back, I'm on the reg and ovulating. I know that you got a job, Miss Pelosi, but your husband's heart problem's complicating. So the FCC won't let me be, or let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me down on mocked with her, but it feels so empty without me. So come on, come on your lips, that, on your lips, and some tits, and get ready, cause this shit's about to get heavy. I just settled all my lawsuits. Fuck you, Nancy! This looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I said, this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome in to CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage of the 199. And yes, a little bit earlier in the day, but that's how it's going to be. I'm going to be all over the place with whatever time I'm going to be live on CobraCast because especially after January 20th, everything's going to be shifting. Me making more videos and less live streams, things like that. But yeah, we have the gaming stream that we moved to Wednesday night, so I wanted to move this up so I don't stream over the gaming stream, so I can be there for the gaming stream tonight on Geeks Gamers Play. And of course, we have a lot to talk about today, including the absolutely horrific situation going on in California right now, which is just downright, like, I don't even know how to comprehend what all we're seeing right now in California. What I do know is that President Trump has not backed down at all, basically blaming the person responsible for everything going on in California, and that would be Gavin Newsom, the worst governor in America, and it's not even close. And the fact that people in California have put up with this piece of shit for as many years as they've it is downright disgusting. Trump has been predicting this type of behavior, and he's been calling out Governor Newsom. He's been calling out California. He's been warning of this. And guess what? Here we are, and it's all happening right before our very eyes. And I don't know, man. Like, it's a crazy situation. I've seen a lot of different videos. And I'm not from California. I would never live in California. But I know there's a lot of people that do live in California. And obviously, I'm very sympathetic to that. It's a very, very scary situation. In fact, James Woods, there was a video of James Woods right here where he's very emotional because I believe he lost his house and a lot of his neighbors and things like that. So we'll get into that here in just a minute. But let me see how everybody in the chat's doing. Kendon B says, did you see Joe Rogan video from 3 weeks ago where he said firefighters told him this would happen during his Fear Factor days? I didn't see that, but I did see the clip of Trump on Rogan where Trump was talking about it, and Trump predicted it 3 months ago. Trump also has tweets from 2019 where he straight up predicted this would happen. And, of course, the California liberals all just want to cry about Orange Man bad and worry about putting diversity and inclusion and representation into their positions. Like I think one of the chief firefighters is a diversity hire, if I'm not mistaken. Chief of the firefighters, I think. I saw something going on about that. There's been so much information out there. Let's go ahead and check this video out from James Woods really quickly.
On the hill, we finally got into the Sunset congestion. It's 9 miles to Beverly Hills. It takes us usually about 25 minutes. Took 2.5 hours. And you have to understand, somebody didn't charge their car, their electric car, didn't put gas in their gasoline car. And now they're on Sunset. Oh, I got to abandon my car. And now the fire trucks can't get through. And now people can't walk. When we couldn't get our garage door open because the wind was blocked, because our door goes up like this, I said, oh my God, we're up in the hills here. And we got to walk out. I'm 77 years old, man. I can't walk up these hills. It's like Mount Everest here. It's like, pretty steep. So, it's just, I posted this on X, but Sarah was on with her 8-year-old niece last night. She came out. I'm sorry. Just, one day you're swimming in the pool and the next day it's all gone. But she came out with her little Yeti piggy bank for us to rebuild our house.
Oh my gosh. James Woods, we all hope that you will be able to rebuild your house, maybe starting with that little Yeti piggy bank. And we're just glad that you're okay and your wife is okay.
I'm sorry,
you have your lives. Yeah, no, I mean, this is real and it's raw.
I thought
and
I would
you,
be stronger than this.
You don't need, you are, you know what? It's strength is not measured by whether, you hold in crying or not. Strength is what you are doing now and helping your neighbors and shining a light on the great, amazing work of all those firefighters and emergency crews out there. You have so much strength, and we appreciate you coming on to reflect what so many others just like you are experiencing in that raw emotion right now. We wish you the best, you and your wife, as you rebuild your lives. So many people are doing that right now and trying to process what's going on. So, James, and also keep us posted on your 94-year-old neighbor and everything going there. We're going to continue to talk, and we wish you the very best.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, it's crazy to see that reaction from James Woods. James Woods is an awesome guy, a great guy. And yeah, right here, the fire chief, assistant chief, and training commander in Los Angeles Fire Department. That is all you need to know right there. That speaks volumes about what's going on. This is why diversity is and always will be a huge fucking problem. Diversity is a disease. It's always been a disease. It's always going to be a disease. And that is just the reality of the situation right there. And if you do not accept that reality, you are a fucking moron, because diversity is always going to be a problem and it leads to bigger problems. There should never be a scenario where diversity and inclusion and representation is part of the hiring process under any circumstances whatsoever. Absolutely insane. These are the people that are supposed to be protecting you? Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. Fuck your diversity. Your diversity can go straight to hell. Good Lord, man. Like, this is absolutely insane to think about. This is insane. But here we are. California, left-wing lunatics, Hollywood elites. And I mean, like, I saw a video earlier that Elon Musk had tweeted out. Let me see if I can find this one really quickly. And I saw Breaking 911. Actually, let me pull, while we're on that point, Breaking 911 had a tweet that I thought was absolutely ridiculous. Let's see, Breaking 911. They were basically mad at libs of TikTok. If the tweet is still up, they may have gotten like ratioed and taken it down. I saw it earlier today. And they were whining because libs of TikTok was calling out the diversity hires in the fire department in California. And I'm like, that's exactly. Yeah, right here. Yeah, right here. Here we go. Hundreds of thousands of lives and tens of thousands of homes are in danger. Is this the time to post this? You're damn right this is the time to post this. You're damn right. You call it out exactly in the moment where the most people will listen and pay attention to this cancer known as DEI. 1000% you call this out. Call it out all day, every day. So yes, this is 100% the time to call this out. Jeez, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But that's where we are right now. Let me see if I can find this video that Elon had tweeted out. Elon's been tweeting up a storm. Here it is right here. Okay, right here. Check this out. Wow. That is insane. Let's see. Jay McCrae says, this is what DEI hires get you. Remember this. 1000%. And you hear that wind blowing, and the wind obviously is one of the major things that's adding so much, devastation here, because that wind is just pushing those fires like crazy. So this is unreal. This is absolutely unreal. And I mean, again, I don't know if this is going to slow down. I don't know if this is going to get better. I don't know if it's not really up to the people now. It's up to, I guess the Mother Nature at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen now, because, if you're worried about, listen, I know we're blowing this out of proportion. I apologize. I'm making this a bigger deal than I should be. And just so we can kind of calm everybody down, just want to calm everyone down. We do have proper leadership. Okay. We have proper leadership that's taking care of the problem right here. Just to add in, at a briefing on the deadly wildfires, Joe Biden makes an announcement. The good news is I'm a great grandfather. Here we go. Let's listen in. I can't even hear him, by the way. I don't know if you guys can hear him or not, but I can't hear a word he's saying.
The good news is I'm a great grandfather.
They're clapping. My God, I haven't heard this yet. So this is the first time. So the media is actually clapping while homes and businesses and schools and hospitals are burning to the ground in the name of DEI.
The good news is I'm a great grandfather. Baby girl, baby boy. So I remember this day for a while. Thank you, Russ.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Again, though, this is the most popular president in the history of America, according to the voting, that we were never supposed to question any of those voting. This is the most popular president in history right here, ladies and gentlemen. More popular than Barack Obama, more popular than President Trump, more popular than anyone. Absolutely insane. Here's some footage right here of the wildfires as well.
Hunt is standing by to report live for us. And Jonathan, I just want to point out a couple of things. You're in Malibu, and where you are in Pacific Palisades and Malibu, has come up in this reporting, and that is that 2 what they call civilian deaths have been reported. Those are people we would think who were not first responders. A high, significant list of injuries among people who did not evacuate. I've been hearing you say this from the beginning. You have to get out.
Yeah, it's been extraordinary to watch people trying to get out of here over the last 24 hours, but in some cases it's just been impossible. And I just want to show you what is happening here right now. This is in the heart of the Pacific Palisades, a densely packed neighborhood. We have been here now, Harris, for about an hour and a half in this particular location. Up to Brian's right, this house was on fire when we first got here, just beginning to burn. Then one of its walls fell into this one in the front yard where we're standing right now. That was literally about 45 minutes ago. This was a 2-story house. This is what is left of it. Now the embers have spread to the one next door, left of that again, and you can see that one is on its way towards burning to the ground. The ferocity of the flames, I can tell you that Brian Ullman, our cameraman, and I have been feeling here has been so intense. We've literally had to back off on several occasions. But as we come back out to the street here, Harris, I want to show you.
We're going to continue this, but I want to make everybody realize something, okay? And this is absolutely insane, okay? I'm going to show you a scene from Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2, the video game, made back in 2012. This is the mission from Black Ops 2. And it takes place in 2025. This is Black Ops 2.
Shit. You okay?
Yeah.
Anderson's FA-38 may still be.
This is in Los Angeles in 2025 in Black Ops 2.
Oh, shit. Anderson. She took a hit before. Don't know how bad.
At least she's still in one piece.
So I just want to show you that as we're watching this Fox News clip, how insane this all is.
This street. This is a street. And remember, Pacific Palisades is not some far-flung suburb that we often travel to for these fires, 30, 40 miles outside of LA in the hinterlands. This is in the heart of Los Angeles. And this is the street. As far as we can see, every single home on this street gone. And you look up to the skies as well. It's an apocalyptic scene here today. This is 8:37 in the morning now. You can see a tiny patch of blue sky, the rest of it covered by gray smoke. Harris, I've been covering fires in California, wildfires, for many, many years, and I can honestly tell you, Harris, I have never seen anything like this. We're so used to them being in less densely populated areas, but this one started in the hills just above the Pacific Palisades and just roared down into this neighborhood. And you saw probably, Harris, those, as we walked back towards this building burning, you saw probably those now iconic pictures of the people trying to get out of a neighborhood called Pacific Highlands. There's one road in, one road out to that particular neighborhood. People were trying to get out, including friends of my daughter who attend Palisades Charter High School here. They could not get out. People abandoned their cars. It blocked the streets. They were told by firefighters, there is nothing we can do right now. We need you to go back to your home. So this family, and many like them, simply had to go back to their home and wait there, hoping and praying that these heroic firefighters could keep the flames from their front door, when at times they were just a matter of yards from those front doors. Absolutely terrifying for everybody. Now, fortunately, obviously here, all of these buildings have been evacuated. People have got out. But as you can see, there is such a long way to go. There is not even the facility right now for firefighters to protect these properties. They're just having to let them burn. It is still at this point a question of saving lives, Harris. This is going to go on for a long time, Harris.
So I don't want to miss this, because I heard you earlier saying that your child was ready to graduate high school from a school that you've been watching to see if it's been destroyed today. Just hearing the mention of 10% of total schools in the areas that are burning across LA County, and now Riverside County too, with the Tyler fire that's popped up. 10% of total schools shut down. They made that decision late last night. They will wait until 4 p.m. later today, their time in California, to decide if they'll keep the schools closed. This is affecting so many more people outside those fire zones because of the bad air quality. Jonathan, I'm going to give you a chance to literally go someplace where you can catch your breath. And God bless you out there. Stay safe. I see some things flying around. I pray for all of our reporters, all the first responders, everybody out there showing us the story and fighting for lives out there. Jonathan, thank you.
Now, if only there were a wise man, if only there were a wise man that could have foreseen all of this, maybe something could have been done. If only there were someone that was able to foresee all of this, whoever could that be?
They said, we have no water. I said, do you have a drought? No, we don't have a drought. I said, why don't you have no water? Because the water isn't allowed to flow down. It's got a natural flow from Canada all the way up north. Water, more water than they could ever use. And in order to protect a tiny little fish, the water up north gets routed into the Pacific Ocean. Millions and millions of gallons of water gets poured. I could have water for all of that land. Water for your forests. You know, your forests are dry as a bone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dangerous.
That water could be routed. You know, you could have everything. Oh, not only dangerous, billions of dollars a year they spend on forest fires. And, you know, there's a case with the environment. They're not allowed to rake their forests because you're not allowed to touch it. And all they have to do is clean their forest, meaning rake it up, get rid of the leaves, get rid of, leaves that are sitting there for 5 years. And
we'll certainly get rid of the dead fall.
And get rid of the trees that are falling. That,
He's always right. He's always ahead of the curve. And of course, right here from 2019, the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, has done a terrible job of forest management. I told him from the first day we met that he must clean his forest floors regardless of what his bosses, the environmentalists, demand of him. This man is always ahead of the curve every single time. And they continue to not listen to him. And now the entire area is burning to the fucking ground because you did not want to listen to Donald Trump. God Emperor Trump, the MAGA king himself. He's always ahead of the curve every single time. So, yeah, that's where we're at on that. So we're just going to have to continue to monitor, the situation as it is, because it's awful. It's absolutely horrific. And while I don't have sympathy for people that supported the left-wing politicians that have put them in this position, I do have sympathy for people in general because it's absolutely horrible. But the person responsible is this man right here.
Hi, my name is Gavin Newsom, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm the useless piece of shit responsible for your home burning down. So just keep giving me your insanely high taxes and keep voting Democrat so I can keep burning this motherfucking place to the ground. Thank you.
That would be American Psycho himself, Gavin Newsom. And I even tweeted this picture out because it's just so accurate. This is him. He is a real life Patrick Bateman, 100%. In fact, it's probably disrespectful to Patrick Bateman. Patrick Bateman actually is a much better person than Gavin Newsom. Patrick Bateman is a far better person than Gavin Newsom. But that's if you have seen the movie American Psycho. And for the people that may have not seen American Psycho, I highly, highly, highly recommend American Psycho. In my opinion, I would have to think about this, but I would have to. Christian Bale's my favorite actor. I think American Psycho might be Christian Bale's best acting performance, and he's given a lot of great performances. But that might be his best acting performance ever as Patrick Bateman. It's absolutely phenomenal. And so just be prepared. Because I remember the first time I watched American Psycho, I didn't understand. Like, I didn't really know who Christian Bale was. And I'm like, this guy is weird as hell. I didn't realize how incredible his acting was. Like, because I didn't know anything about the guy. Yeah, it's truly some of the best acting. Like, best acting performances, in my opinion, that I've ever seen. Heath Ledger's Joker 1, Edward Norton in American History X 2, Bale in American Psycho 3. Those are my top 3 acting performances right there that I've ever seen. So, and if you haven't seen American History X, it's Ryan Kendall's prequel story. It's essentially what it is. So it's a great movie though. It's about Ryan Kendall. Oh man, good stuff. Empire of the Sun is a great one. That's got Bale in it. So Newsies is my favorite. Yeah, Newsies. I didn't even know what Newsies was until later on when I became a Christian Bale fan. I had no idea he was in Newsies. What's that one he was with? Matthew McConaughey and Bale. What is that? The dragon movie. Reign of Fire. Reign of Fire. That's another awesome one. I haven't seen Reign of Fire in a long time, actually. I'd like to watch that one again. Then, all right, there's another video that I wanted to get to really quick because with the situation, yeah, I heard that, Gary. He was great. He was great in Empire of the Sun. He's been in a ton of great movies, man. It's absolutely phenomenal how many great performances he's had. But I would put American Psycho is his best acting performance, in my opinion. But again, I do want to apologize to Patrick Bateman because it is very disrespectful to compare Patrick Bateman and Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom is far worse than Patrick Bateman. Patrick Bateman did nothing wrong compared to Christian Bale, compared to Gavin Newsom. Kendon B says, did you see? Oh, I got that one. Eric K says, Newsom cheated to not get recalled. 2 cars at random were filled with tens of thousands of ballots. No investigation at all. TDS Dems voted recall. I believe it. Mad Cat says, can you play the Newsom video again? I just did. So there you go. Let's see. Warbringer says DEI equals death. The Grand Duke says that fire chief looks like the bad guy from Matilda. Gerald Armstrong says, is this the BLM riots? Looks similar. It does. By the way, Gerald Armstrong, I missed your first one. It says EU is big mad that we want Greenland. What are they going to do about it? Nothing. Just like Canada ain't going to do nothing to Trump. But I do have a video from Viva that we're going to watch here in just a minute because he obviously is from Canada. And because Trump, I tend to think that Trump is more serious about this Canada thing than some people think. I also don't know if he's serious about the 51st state or if he's interested in more of a territory situation. But I think Trump is a little more serious than some people are letting on because he's not letting this thing go. And Gavin Newsom, Justin Trudeau is already gone and he's still going off on it. He doesn't care. Whatever his name is, Pierre Poilievre, he made comments that Canada will never be the 51st state. And Trump was asked about that. And Trump says, I don't care what he said. I really don't care what he said. Maybe he'll win. Maybe he'll lose. I don't really care what he said. Trump doesn't give a damn. And I like that guy, that Pierre guy. I think he's, from the few clips I've seen from him, but he's much like Ron DeSantis. That guy is a big fish in a small pond. You're not ready to step to Donald Trump. Donald Trump will annihilate you. All right. He will annihilate you. So I think Trump's a little more serious about this Canada thing than some people are thinking. Patriotic Eagle says, turns out voting blue, no matter who, has consequences. Imagine that. Trump cannot get into office soon enough to fix this. I know. Geeks and Gamers play highlights. Billions of dollars in homes gone. No insurance state will buy the land for pennies on the dollar. Or you said now, no, or you say no insurance. Okay, you got it. They pulled insurance because the reports of them pulling insurance, like a couple of months ago for a lot of these places. So billions of dollars in homes gone, no insurance. States will buy the land for pennies on the dollar or claim eminent domain, then sell it to cronies cheap, same as Maui. Watch who owns the land in 5 years. Criminals, man. Dragon Dan says, I wish I wasn't inconsistent with showing up in the last month. Mom went to the ER weekend before TJ. The Tuesday after TG, she went into surgery. Day before that, one of our dogs passed after 15 years. Bro, Dragon Dan, prayers up for you, brother. Dogs are family. Obviously, your mom being in the ER. So sorry to hear that. So we're glad that you're here with us. And I'm sorry to hear that. 15 years, I got to say, the positive spin on this is that 15 years for a dog, all right, that's a damn good life. And that's the way you have to look at it. 15 plus years for a dog is a massive win. All right. So that's the way you got to look at that one. But we appreciate you being here. Dane for Fun says, shut up and take my money. Well, I appreciate that. I certainly will. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Great Tank says, I think there's an arsonist potentially. That's what Beardo said, and he's from the area. You know, I have no idea. Eric Guidewall with 10 gifted memberships. Let's go. Let's see. Gary says, Canada is a really good troll to get them to put in more. It would be terrible for this country. Hell no. I mean, from a demographic standpoint and a voting demographic standpoint, it would be absolutely horrific for the United States of America. I'm sure Trump is aware of that. And what I do believe is that this is the negotiation for him. This is the art of the deal. But what I think, the more these Canadian politicians run their mouths, because there's a lot of resources with Canada that would be very beneficial to the United States. But it's the way that they're handling it. And they are not handling Trump very well at all. They don't know how to handle him. Matter of fact, let's pull up this Viva video really quick. So Viva, obviously, a little more knowledgeable on the world of Canada than me. And Viva's great, by the way. Let's see, share right here. Look at Viva with his car video. Ministry of Wrongthink for 20 says Trump prolonged Canada's parliament until March. No votes and current unvoted bills are dead. This means Trudeau goes into negotiations with Trump entirely alone with parliamentary interference. They're freaking out, and they should be. They should be. Trump is not playing around, dude. He's just not.
Press conference yesterday, which the media is. So in light of Donald Trump's press conference yesterday, which the media is running with the narrative that it was a wild press conference, there's much discussion about Trump annexing Canada or turning it into the 51st state. I'll say what I've said for a while, although the talk is getting increasingly serious. It's not a serious proposal to annex or make Canada or have Canada become the 51st state for reasons which I'll explain in a second. What it is a negotiation tactic. It's reminding the respective North American countries of their respective positions. And like it or not, it's a tactic of negotiations that you need to know how to negotiate from a position of weakness. And as much as Justin Trudeau and Jagmeet Singh want to huff and puff and bloat and pretend they're negotiating from positions of power, they are not. So this is something of a reminder. We're going to head into tariff negotiations. We're going to head into trade agreements. We've got to address some security concerns that have now arisen. And Donald Trump is jokingly saying, let's make Canada the 51st state. Now, there's a couple of tweets. Justin Trudeau, he's really coming out strong, saying snowball's chance in hell. That will be the Americans' 51st state. Jagmeet Singh says fat chance. They're all talking tough. They're talking tough like a bunch of children who are feigning strength.
Yes.
Like a bunch of disloyal spouses who are protesting too much. The reality is, glasses have fallen off the back of my head. The reality is that Jagmeet Singh and Justin Trudeau know what they have done to Canada. They know that they have rendered Canada a national security threat to America, a very existential threat to America. And so they have to protest a little too hard, feign out, how dare they insult him? Well, you're a bunch of idiots. Trudeau, you've ruined the country. You can't announce your intention to resign fast enough. And Jagmeet Singh, you're going to get your butt handed to you at the next election. You should be voted out of your own party or the NDP, Jack Layton's party that you've destroyed. So they protest a little too much. Because I've got a sense of humor and understand the nature of negotiations, would have taken more of a lighthearted approach. understanding and assuming that Canada's not going to become America's 51st state, I would have said to Donald Trump, are you sure you want all of those Canadians in Canada? You want to annex a bunch of Canadians who might be...
This is how you deal with Trump, and they can't deal with Trump. They don't know how to, because they're a bunch of arrogant douchebags, and Trump knows this. Trump knows this. He knows he's got them panicking. And when you're panicking, you get emotional and you start lashing out. And even this Pierre guy is doing the same thing. He's just walking into Donald Trump's trap. This guy is not equipped to deal with Donald Trump at all.
More anti-Second Amendment than Hochul out of New York. They might be a little bit more to the left than Commie California. You might want to think twice before you import tens of millions of people who are not going to vote for MAGA Trump conservatism. That would be the most obvious joke. The subtler joke, which I would have gone with and milked handily, would have been, all right, let's follow this through. You want Canada as a 51st state? Well, talking about Canada as though it's one state would be like talking about Texas and New York as though they were one state. Ideologically, culturally different by way of states in a republic. Well, Canada as a federation has provinces that are equally unique and distinct in terms of culture. So you're not going to just adopt 51st state. You're going to have your 51st, 52nd, 53rd, 54th, maybe 55th state. And we'll start with the maritime provinces, Newfoundland and Labrador, Prince Edward Island. Yes, because we have an island named after a prince, apparently. Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. You'll notice a bit of a trend here. New. Discovered parts of Canada, the Maritimes, have their own culture. They have their own practices. I would dare say if you've been to Newfoundland, they have their own language. So that will be one 51st state. Then you're going to have Quebec, formerly known as part of New France, a province with a federal party in the Canadian Federation dedicated to having Quebec withdraw from the Federation and become its own country. So you'll have to turn that into the 52nd state. You'll call that New France because it was already called New France at one point in time. Then you've got Ontario, which is arguably more Democrat, more left-leaning than Michigan. So that'll be the 53rd state we're up to now, and you'll call that one New Michigan. Then you've got Alberta, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, which could be analogized to more culturally the Texas of America. That will be the 50, what are we up to now? 50, that'll be the 54th state. Then you've got British Columbia, which makes Portland, Oregon look quasi-sane by comparison. So that could either be annexed into...
Wow. That one more time. What was that?
What are we up to now? 50, that'll be the 54th state. Then you've got British Columbia, which makes Portland, Oregon look quasi-sane by comparison.
Wow. That is downright terrifying. He's not wrong either. Holy crap, that's scary.
So that could either be annexed into Oregon or it'll be the 55th state. And I forgot the North provinces, the territories. Those will be part of the 54th state with Alberta, Manitoba, Saskatchewan. We'll call that New Texas. So you will have not just one new state, you'll have 4 new states to deal with. I don't know how we determine, the electoral votes that go to those states. It's not going to happen, people, but understand what is happening right now. Donald Trump is highlighting for the world and for Canadian politicians that they have turned Canada into a national security threat for America.
Yes.
You got Chinese Communist Party infiltration into the government. You've got terrorists making their way into Canada and making their way into America because of Justin Trudeau's ridiculous immigration policies. He's destroyed the country. Hopefully not beyond repair. But what Donald Trump is doing right now is not serious discussion of annexing Canada. It's just trying to remind Canada who carries the big stick in North America and who doesn't, and how you have to work together in that sense. You can't have the country negotiating from a position of weakness, also creating national security threats for the country that basically ensures its safety, whether you like to admit it or not.
And this is 100% where I truly think that this all falls into. This is the art of the deal happening right before our very eyes. The problem is these Canadian politicians are not handling it very well at all because they've never dealt with someone like Trump. And the more pressure he applies, the more that they lash out emotionally. And it's like, that's not going to work. You're only making your position worse by tweeting up a storm, trying to call out Trump, trying to act tough. Not going to fucking work because ultimately Trump has all the power here. He has all the power. And Justin Trudeau gave him everything he needed because when Trump at Mar-a-Lago said to Trudeau about the tariffs, and then Trudeau responded and said, our country can't survive with these types of tariffs. That was all Trump needed right there. Your country can't survive without ripping off the United States of America? Maybe you need to become the 51st state, Governor Trudeau. That's all Trump needed right there. And from there, Trump has not let up. He is relentless now. He is not going to let up.
They are important commercial partners, but America ensures Canadian safety. And despite what Justin Trudeau is doing, with all that being said, having Canada create an existential national security threat for America, they might need a bit of a reminder. And the new government coming in as much as they don't like it, might have to understand that in terms of negotiating with Donald Trump. So that's what it is, in my humble opinion. Right now, I have to go get ready to do another episode of The Unusual Suspects. If you like what I do, you know what to do. Like, share.
Shout out to Viva. Viva's great. And so on that point right here, is this it? Yes, this is it right here. So this was yesterday during the press conference. Right here. It's getting crazier by the day. Donald Trump reacting to Pierre saying Canada will never be the 51st state. And then this was what Trump's response was.
If we were working with the assumption that you're serious about making Canada 51st state of the United States, the leader of the Conservative Party in Canada said, under no circumstance will it ever be the 51st state.
Maybe he won't win, but maybe he will. I don't
You would suggest.
Maybe he won't win. Maybe he will. I don't care. It's so fucking disrespectful, but it's so beautiful. Maybe he won't win. Maybe he will. I don't care. God, what an absolute Chad.
Listen, I don't care what he says.
Mr. Lopez, you're considering military force to acquire Panama and Greenland. Are you also considering military force to annex and acquire Panama?
No. Economic force, because Canada and the United States, that would really be something.
So, yeah, so that right there is him responding. And so again, he doesn't care what you guys have to say. He doesn't care. He's going to look for what's best for the United States of America. And that's really what it comes down to. And right now, Canada is a liability for the United States of America from a national security standpoint. That's the way Trump's looking at it. And so we'll see how this all plays out, but he is in full-on alpha Giga Chad mode, and Justin Trudeau gave him all he needed, where he said, we can't survive as a country if you hit us with these tariffs. Game over. Canada has no negotiation power whatsoever. Trump has all of the power. He already had the power, but when Trudeau said that to him, it was over. It was done. So, by the way, Jessica Lindstrom is in the chat, just dropping the link to the Orlando meetup. If you guys want to RSVP for that, we actually have gotten quite a few RSVPs already. So looking forward to that meetup. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys there. Let me get to some of these super chats really quickly. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being patient. Appreciate that. Disco Cobra for 20. Let's see. So, how many people are of the idea that the powers that be are orchestrating things of a certain way? People can change certain outcomes, but overall, these entertainment properties are setting the stage for future events. I don't know about, that's a deep, deep rabbit hole to go down for sure. I mean, I don't think it's that crazy to think that there's something. Yes, I do, Simple Jeremy. I'm looking at locals right now. I see your comments. So there's something to the timing of this that I just can't help but think is convenient. And maybe it's gotten a little out of hand. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people that are from California that very much think that this is a person did this, that this is all a setup. So, and just the timing of everything, it's just very convenient. You know, you had the drone story that happened, and now we just stopped talking about the drone story. You got Dan Bongino. I don't know if you guys saw where Dan Bongino basically said that, like, he thinks there's national security threats for Trump on Inauguration Day. There's a lot of things that are keeping our attention off of what we should be worrying about right now. And I'm really, really concerned. Is this the clip right here? All right, here's the clip from Bongino. Listen to this really quick.
I've seen it. I've got friends in the transition team who are contacting me, by the way. There are a bunch of people lying to the Trump transition team right now. They know it. They're not being taken, they're not being taken by surprise. They're prepared for it. But they are lying. There are FBI folks, DHS folks, Secret Service folks. They are lying to the Trump transition team about the status of where they are, what they're doing, reform efforts, all of it. Do not trust the FBI and do not trust the Secret Service either, or any of these government entities until there is a full change in management. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Another thing I've been telling you about, the inauguration's coming up. We're 2 weeks away. Folks, I'm really hesitant to talk about this, but I feel an obligation to put it out there because I don't have any other avenue to do it other than you guys in the Bongino Army. I don't think the Secret Service is prepared. And I think the Secret Service, along with the FBI, are lying to this transition team. This transition team knows it. And unfortunately, there's nothing they can do until they formally take power in 2 weeks. But when they take power in 2 weeks, Donald Trump is going to be sitting there exposed at the inauguration.
And don't forget, don't forget, Trump is doing a rally the day before, which I have disagreed with from the moment that was announced. It's crazy that he's going to do that. I love Trump's rallies. It would be great for this channel if I can cover a Trump rally here, but I would much rather him not do a rally at all. I don't want him anywhere in the public eye right now. I don't even want him doing an inauguration, as big as that's going to be. That'll be a record day for this channel too. I would rather him just take the inauguration indoors at Mar-a-Lago, not a lot of fanfare, and just get to work. I know it's symbolic. I understand all of that, but yeesh, man. Chef Nick Near says, what the fuck just happened? Viva and Cobra, LOL. It's my two worlds colliding. Hey, can you ask Jay to get Viva on FNT? I know Barnes has been on, but come on, man. Well, I've been on with Viva and Barnes. This was a couple years ago, but yeah, I was on their sidebar. That was fun too. Those guys are awesome. So 8 o'clock says, oh no, President Trump can't fight me. I have a broken leg, Justin. So yeah, man, scary situation with Trump right now. 12 days out, and I guess we're just gonna have to see. Clown Pilled 199 on local says fiery but mostly peaceful forest fires. Simple Jeremy, that's a Eric. It's a tweet from Eric Doherty says the president of Mexico has fired back at Trump's plan to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America by showing a map of Mexico controlling a portion of it. When was that from? Well, it doesn't really matter. They can try to play ball if they want. Trump just renamed a body of water because that's how powerful he is. It's the Gulf of America, and it makes a lot more sense for it to be called the Gulf of America. And so he's flexing all of his might right now, and he's not even in office yet. So let them whine and cry about it all day long. Alex of the Mountain says, in Northern California, we say log it, graze it, or watch it burn. Choose Violence says, Trump voter in Cali. Let's see, take down your signs or FEMA might not help you. That's a scary thought, but it's not that far-fetched either. So Jim Pete says, praise Jesus Christ that MAGA won the election. America has been sparred of California left hard. Twilight Media Group says Hawaii all over again. Firefighters telling people to wait in their homes while the fire was bearing down on them. Disgraceful. Ministry for All Things says Trump now has the EU whining about their sovereignty over Greenland. What a timeline. It is pretty great, isn't it? Eric K says LA looters will show up soon, no doubt. Sakuri says Greenland with the first strike. Ministry for All Things says it's not normal that it's normal for that ecosystem to burn down, but it's not normal for humans to live in said areas and let it happen. The environmental activists are anti-human. Ian Dar says, read the Bible to know why the world is getting worse. Earthquakes, let's see, diseases are all prophesized about. Believe in Jesus before it's too late. Southeastern Kaiju says, where's your other hand? Between two pillows. That's right. Two pillow. Operation One says, fire mankind's oldest foe. The irony isn't lost. Ministry of Wrong Things says, no, Jeremy, prolonging. Let's see. It's prolonging is was done by, I don't know which way you're spelling it, but anyway, was done by Trudeau, not Trump. That's why I know that's what your super chat said. That's why it's so wild. Trudeau kneecapped his own negotiating power while trying to save himself. Warbear says the King of England is still the King of Canada. Gavin Free Nunn says there are genuinely people who think right now Trump wants a war with Canada and Greenland. Somehow the lying media is still operating. They've been thinking Trump was going to start a war forever. Basket City says it's time to take out the trash. Lying Dogface Pony Soldier with the Get the Membership. Thank you. Daniel Hall says our name for Trump, Wholesome Society. Nate Hostman says we're between the time when Pharaoh freed the Israelites and the Red Sea. Pretty crazy times we're in right now. Mod Eric says in KSA in the Arabian Gulf, here the Persian Gulf, different names for different places. Vault 95 says, are Oprah and Dwayne Johnson going to beg working class people to donate money to rebuild Hollywood millionaires' homes? Yeah, I love how everybody that, like, do you realize? So the other day, Hulk Hogan got booed at the Monday Night Raw on Netflix. CNN fucking reported on Hulk Hogan getting booed. CNN reported on it. When the fuck has CNN ever reported on a professional wrestler getting booed at a professional wrestling event? Seriously. CNN reported on a wrestler getting booed, and you're telling me it's not politically driven? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Oh, Jeremy, it's not politically driven that a Hulk Hogan got booed, but CNN's reporting on a fucking wrestler getting booed, and it just happens to be Hulk Hogan, who just happens to support Donald Trump, who just happens to show up at the RNC. And that's the first time that CNN on their nightly news television has reported on a wrestler getting booed. Get fucked. Like, absolutely insane. Of course it's politically driven. Because if we're booing wrestlers on the fact that they're just shitty people, well, The Rock should have been getting booed for a long time. And he has gotten booed a few times. But wrestlers don't get booed because they're shitty people, okay? Like Vince McMahon used to walk out to people just worshiping him because he's Vince McMahon. We all knew Vince McMahon was a shitty guy, but it was the character. We leaned into it. We bought into it. Nobody's booing Hulk Hogan. I've been watching wrestling for a long time. Hulk Hogan, it is widely known in the wrestling world that Hulk Hogan is not a good dude. Hulk Hogan is a politician behind the scenes. He has all of these clauses in his contract. He has creative control. He's buried people backstage. He's derailed things backstage. Famously, him and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold is my favorite wrestler of all time. And Hogan and Austin are like the two biggest stars in wrestling history. When they were in wrestling at their, at their respective peaks, the reason we never got an Austin Hogan match is because they fucking hated each other. And it's because Stone Cold straight up did not trust Hulk Hogan to get into a ring with him and for Hulk Hogan to do what was right. That is 100% why they never made an agreement, is because they couldn't get on the same page because Austin didn't trust Hogan. Now they've made up after the fact, now that they're both retired and they've, put it all behind them. But that's the reason we never got an Austin Hogan match, because of their egos and because Austin knew that Hogan was a manipulator. This is true. It's okay. So we all know who Hulk Hogan is. It still doesn't mean that those boos were motivated by anything other than politics in California, of all places. And then CNN reports on it. Absolutely insane. Laughable. Granola Grin says, look up the O'Keefe Media Group HHS memo requesting additional medical personnel support to be deployed on Inauguration Day, previously unheard of. Yeah, I mean, I'm really worried about Inauguration Day, really, like big time. I'm worried about it, and I haven't heard any updates about this rally, so I don't know if that rally is still going to happen or not. Because I haven't heard a lot about it since then, but I mean, hell, you never know, man. I don't know what their plan is or anything like that, so we'll just have to see, I guess. Again, here's Trump's comments. So, as of this moment, Gavin Newsom and his Los Angeles crew have contained exactly 0% of the fire. Is burning at levels that even surpassed last night. This is not government. I can't wait for January 20th. So Trump is absolutely hyping up January 20th. I know he can't wait to get in office. I know he can't, because he is going to go absolutely scorched earth. And just some of these images right now that we're seeing from California are just devastating. What is this? That's Sunset Boulevard? No way. What? Sunset Boulevard in Pacific Palisades is practically gone. What? What? Holy shit. This looks like a zombie apocalypse, man. Like, this is insane. My God, what the hell is happening? But of course, ladies and gentlemen, never fear, because you have your diversity hires in charge of the fire department. Everything's going to be fine. Don't worry. I know your cities are burning to the ground, okay? But just understand that we have diversity in charge. Okay, we have plenty of diversity, and that's more important than your homes. That's more important than anything, is the diversity in charge of the fire department. So don't worry, it's all good. What is this right here? 91-year-old Pasadena resident speaks on losing his home of 60 years.
His home right behind me, it's still parts of it have flames still burning here. It's been going all morning long. He's been here for 60 years, raised his kids in this house. I mean, what are you feeling when you see your house like this now?
That's what you said.
How do you feel looking at this morning?
I'm going to break down again. That's what I feel. It's my whole life.
Everything was in there. So lost everything.
You shape up. You're supposed to be a support. Anyway, I'm okay. I'll be okay. I'm tough, and we'll start over. Even though I'm 91 years old, I'll start over again.
Yeah. And what is your message to your neighbors that are going to be coming back just like you?
I would say that whatever happens to their property, we're just glad that they're safe and they've survived this along with us. And
thank you for all the personnel that are here, that are fighting the fire. It's just amazing, and thank you to all of them and to you for spreading the news, even though it's bad.
Wow. After all that, still thanking the first responders. Still, after losing everything because of your horrible fucking government, you're still going to sit there and thank the first responders like a man. Like, that is absolutely fantastic, that he has that mindset. That's so sad, but at least he showed the true character that he has. That is just awful, man. Fuck Gavin Newsom. Straight to hell where he belongs. Hopefully, is this a wake-up call to people in California? I saw Gary commented earlier. He said, just wait. It's so much worse. So apparently it's just going to be so much worse. Let's see. I hate. I hate when Twitter does this thing where it just refreshes the feed. I just saw something that I wanted to show, and now I can't. Now I can't. Is this Gavin Newsom? Wow, look at here. Okay, so here's the mayor of California, or the mayor of Los Angeles, right here. Mayor of LA, Karen Bass, finally on the ground over 24 hours late. She was on a trip to Africa, halfway across the globe, even though she was warned about the high probability of these devastating fires days ago. These politicians hate you. Stop voting for them. There it is. Of course. Yes. And I did see where she was, see if I can find that tweet, because I didn't know if that had gotten confirmed or not. But yeah, clearly it has been confirmed now. Right here. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. How do you feel about this one? So there it is. LA Mayor Karen Bass is in Africa attending an inauguration of the new president. She does not care enough about her constituents to return. Look at there. Look at there. That's it right there. That tells you all you need to know. That puts it in perfect perspective right there. God, man, these people are horrible. Horrible, horrible people in every way, shape, or form. I despise them. And you should too. Everyone should. Let's see where we're at. Marmellin says, reminder, they're trying to save the smelt is why they dump billions of gallons of fresh water into the ocean. Why are they trying to, or why are they saving it? It can't swim very well. A fish doesn't swim well. Yep, there you go. Let's see, lady. Let's see. Hell 199. Crazy thing is that many of the insurance companies in the area discontinued fire coverage as the risk assessment stated it would bankrupt them. And again, so that's why when that whole thing happened with that insurance CEO or whatever, with the healthcare CEO, people were saying that was just leftists. They're like, all these leftists are celebrating. I'm like, bro, I don't think you understand how hated these healthcare insurance companies and insurance companies in general are. Everyone hates them. Everyone despises them. That is just the truth. So it's not like isolated. These are terrible companies that don't care about people at all. Thoughts on fitness with Nigel? Says Jeremy, this is insanity. This travesty because of these pathetic mandates is unforgivable and criminal. Trump is right about everything. Always was. Chad Layton says, I live across the Columbia River from Portland. That place is bat shit crazy. I know you put radio edit in there. There has to be a damn good reason for me to cross the river. I got that one. Lying Dogface says, the California Coastal Commission can and does refuse to let people rebuild their burnt near shore houses. It's a land grab. Scott says, Stone Cold's your favorite. Mine too. Now I love you more. Stone Cold's the man. Him and Flair are the two GOATs. Those are the two greatest wrestlers of all time. Flair and Stone Cold. I'll argue that one day on a live stream. I'll argue it. Timefire199 says, I could see the mountains burning last night from my neighborhood. Thankfully, I'm far away from the danger. I can see and smell the smoke today. Crazy stuff. Dude, be careful, brother. Be careful. I hope it doesn't creep up near your area. Beastie Man says, gross soy boy libs watches wrestling. Okay. You don't have to, but I fucking watch it. I don't give a fuck what you think. Bob Oif III says, check them rooftop colors on surviving buildings. You know what else soy boys do? They worry about what other fucking people think. I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. Grand Potato says there are 20-something oil and natural gas fields in the LA area. Interstellar Overdrive says the best way to get California to do the right thing would be for Trump to say they should do the wrong thing. That is true. That is true. Marmellin says not deriding insurance companies, but they were leaving California due to Cali demanding price fixing and other regulations on them. There is more to it. F insurance companies. That's fair. I hear you on that. I hear you on that. Golden Nugget says that 91-year-old is and then said F Newscomb. Yep, 100%. Sinestro says abortion is more important to libs in this state. Well, that's true. Nasty World says, so glad I moved in 2018, but fucked up. I'm in Washington State like a man. I will go to war to make shit happen. Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, the saddest thing about California is it truly is an absolutely beautiful area. It's probably the most beautiful state from a scenery standpoint, especially like Northern California and everything on the coast. But yeah, man. And I guess that that's what they do is they take advantage of that desire for people to want to be there. The government just takes full advantage of that. Hey, people are going to be here. People are going to do whatever we want, and they'll accept whatever because they want to be here. I'm assuming that's how it happens. I can't think of another logical reason as to why, that people would sit there and accept it. The ocean is mid. I don't know. I mean, I can't speak on the ocean itself. I mean, I know the ocean here in Florida is absolutely beautiful. So, let's see, looking for that. What is this? Can I play this? What is this? This guy escaping his home with his dog? What is this?
Firefighters rescued a cat from a burning home in
Oh, it's this cat. Holy shit.
Rosanna. The owner was overcome with emotion, falling to his knees, hugging his cat, giving it water. That fire.
I can't do the sad animal stuff, man. Can't do the sad animal stuff. That's horrible to watch. Horrible. Dude. Fuck Gavin Newsom. Remember, don't forget.
Hi, my name is Gavin Newsom, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm the useless piece of shit responsible for your home burning down. So just keep giving me your insanely high taxes and keep voting Democrat so I can keep burning this motherfucking place to the ground. Thank you.
Yeah, and I saw him the other day. I saw Gavin Newsom doing his photo ops where he's out there and he keeps putting his hands in his back pockets. Like, what a horrible, horrible person he is. Horrible person, man. It's disgusting. He just keeps getting away with it. Let me see. Back to super chats. Mike Zero Source says it's not like LA doesn't have functioning fire hydrants, or it's not like LA has donated their firefighting gear to Ukraine. Sakuri says, I hope it doesn't creep up near your area. Me? I don't think I have anything to worry about. But I hope, generally speaking, it doesn't creep up to anybody's area that's watching this for sure. I mean, I hate that it's affecting anyone. But I actually have look, for all of my criticism of Ron DeSantis, we actually have a real governor here that actually looks out for the state. Apparently, CNN's crying about Donald Trump. So here we go.
He was at a press conference last night talking about the gratitude he has from President Biden, still the current president, who has offered federal assistance as much as he needs.
Yeah, and the question is, on the campaign trail, I think it was in October of 2024, Donald Trump was saying that if he got reelected, that he could withhold federal funds from California. Obviously, he has a sort of a feud with Gavin Newsom, a feud with almost every Democrat governor and senator and Democrat in general. And I think the question going forward is, could that happen? Is this something he's going to actually do when he assumes office? Because he does kind of see the federal government and the budget and the monies as his own, as to dole out as he wishes to his friends. And so I think that's the real question going forward. But it is sort of sad that this is the same president we're getting again, that there are no lessons learned. There's no sense that Californians are Americans, right? That they are struggling in these areas. 2 people have lost their lives. So these fires haven't been contained at all. It looks like they're probably going to get worse before they get better. And that he doesn't have any sort of empathy and understanding about, over what these folks are going through. People have families there.
Shut the fuck up. And your forehead's bigger than Ryan Kinnell's.
Not only, you might have families still there. I have family there and friends as well. So it's just sad and still shocking.
Literally, as you're speaking, what we're looking at are live pictures of neighborhoods in LA County burning. I mean, the roof there is literally.
Yeah, and so it must be Donald Trump's fault that the roofs are burning and California's burning. It's Donald Trump's fault, everybody. Donald Trump's fault. Just like Jennifer Lawrence blamed hurricanes on hurricane season on Donald Trump. That's right. Hurricanes happening during hurricane season must be Donald Trump's fault. As always. Isn't that how it always works out? My God, man, what is wrong with these people? Jeez. Look at this right here. Look at this. Goodness.
Oh my God. We're out of the way. Until we get water tenders or the water system restored. We're doing the best we can with this. $1 million.
Oh, more.
Oh my God, look at all these fucking homes. From operations copied out with that. Oh my God. That strike you reported there, Arnell.
Holy fuck.
I'll take the strike team to assist with the area because we still have the community that all these homes to leave. But if you have other priorities,
this is insane.
with greater needs, we close the fire.
There you go. Let's see. Let me see. Leave kids alone says Jeremy is a bit annoying. You're watching a show where I'm the only motherfucker on it. You are a retard. I've been live for 1 hour and 11 minutes. Are you hoping for someone else to talk? Because I'm the only one here. So if you're annoyed by me and you've been here for 1 hour and 11 minutes, you only got yourself to fucking blame. Holy shit. How stupid can you be? I appreciate you being here, but you are an absolute retard. Like, hey, this guy that I've been watching for 1 hour and 10 minutes, he's annoying. Well, I can't do any better. So thank you for being here, though. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Is it Kate? How do I say it? Kaylee says, dealt with a few wildfires in the last few years and helped with the aftermath. If people can please volunteer to look for pets, it helps reunite so many owners and pets. I agree. Like every time, like in my area, we have like a little like neighborhood watch thing. And so if anybody ever like says like, hey, they've lost like a pet, everybody's out there looking, man. It's really cool because everybody understands how important pets are. I mean, a person can lose their whole house, but if they are reunited with their pet, I bet that makes it almost all like, man, at least you found that. At least you've got your pet. You know what I mean? That's how I would feel. If my whole house burned down, but yet my dog was still okay, that's the number. If I could take one thing out of my house, it would be my dog. Burn the whole fucking thing to the ground, but just give me my dog. Just give me my dog, and we can rebuild everything else. That's all I want. Pets are that important. See, Shadow Saiyan says, I bet if a Chinese leader was coming, there wouldn't be a fire. Holy shit. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Because if you remember, what was this, like 2 years ago? When they cleaned up all of California? It's 100% accurate. Oh my God. Comment of the day right there from Shadow Saiyan. Comment of the day. 1000%. He is not wrong at all. You're not wrong at all. Wow. And that should piss you off even more. Let's see. Clint says, God bless those firefighters for rescuing that cat. Absolutely. Josie Banks says, I feel for the people who they repeatedly voted for Dems and their policies. Let's see. Mr. Spooky Spare says, I live about 2 miles from the Palisades. Us and our neighbors did lose power and water, unfortunately, and we did evacuate just in case. It's crazy here. Prayers up for you, man. Holy crap. You're only 2 miles away? That is... And it just seems like it can happen so quickly. That's why, like, on one hand, like, I'm a little sympathetic because I don't truly understand I don't understand the situation. Like, I don't want to be too judgmental, but like when I saw that video of those people in the house, I played it on Geeks Gamers Daily today. I mean, I guess it's just like, maybe this stuff can just creep up on you. This video right here. I played this video and I'm just like, how did this even happen? How did you allow yourself to be put in this position? And I can't process this. I don't understand this. I don't understand how you allowed yourself to get in this position, but maybe it just happened so quickly that I don't know. I certainly wouldn't have my fucking phone out recording.
You're gonna be okay. Hi. You're gonna be okay. Oh shit. Don't worry about that, dude. Look at that. Oh shit. Yeah.
This is insane.
The plastic is gone, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
The one already?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
And yeah, I mean, no bullshit. Like, it maybe it's shitty of me to say, but it's like, and Ryan kind of said it today on Daily, but it's like, I feel bad. Like, there's a certain level where I can at least feel somewhat bad for the idiots that put themselves in that position to stay there. But it's the dog that I really feel bad for. The poor dog did nothing wrong. The dog he's relying on you to be the intelligent person to keep him out of harm's way. And you've just got this dog there with your fucking phone out. Doesn't make any sense. There's so many videos right now. Like, look at that. Just burned to the ground. There's this one video. I'll have to see if I can find it. These people were in their house and they were running. It showed them running. If I can find it. Look at that. That is awful. Trying to find it. There's one. I'll have to find it in a minute. But there's these people that were running out of their house, and they were walking down the street, and it just looked like an absolute war zone. Like the entire neighborhood was engulfed and everything. Everything was on fire. Everything was burning. See if I can find that video really quickly. That was one of the scarier ones just because showing them running out there. I think Breaking 911 had it. I'm scrolling now to see. By the way, today is the 4-year anniversary of Donald Trump's Twitter account being suspended by Jack Dorsey's Twitter. And it's very nice that, he has it back. So, yeah, I'm not sure where that video is. I don't know. Maybe they took it down or whatever. This shot right here is pretty crazy. Look at that. Look at that shot. God. Wish I could find that video. Maybe Colin Rugg tweeted it out. Maybe. Let's see. There's so many people that are posting these videos right now that it's hard to keep up with all of it. Is this Joe Rogan talking about it? Oh, that's the Donald Trump interview. Yeah, okay. Yep, this is it right here. Here's the video I was looking for. This one right here.
All right, dude. Yeah, let's get out of here. We tried, bro. I'm sorry. We tried our best. Yeah, and when this tree falls, it's over.
Look at that.
I'm sorry, bro. Gotta get out of here.
Oh my God.
Oh shit! Holy shit! Did that tree fall?
Oh.
That is insane. I can't comprehend it. Again, I'm trying to be as sympathetic as I can. I personally would not be in that position, but at the same time, as someone that's from the state of Florida, I have definitely, just because of my mentality, I have definitely stayed in hurricanes that I should not have stayed. There's other times where I do evacuate, but there's been a couple of hurricanes that I've been here and I'm like, I probably should have left. More times it was when I was single and didn't have a family and all of that. But still, I found myself in a situation when I was younger. I'm like, this was probably not a good idea. I probably should not have, tried to ride this one out. But that is insane. Like, look at this. The whole neighborhood is just burning to the ground. This looks like a movie. Holy crap, man. So there you go. That's the latest. Let's see where we're at. The mighty Zan says her nose could act as a fire break. Gerald Armstrong says, I'm hearing that the Rose Bowl might be in danger. Really? The Rose Bowl's in Pasadena, right? And I don't know my California logistics, so I'm guessing Pasadena and the Palisades are like right there together, correct? So the Rose Bowl might be in danger of burning down. Is that for real? Have we got any confirmation of that? Pasadena is not very far from the Palisades. Let's see. Pull up the map. I'll see if I can pull something up here in a minute. Shadow Sand says, Jeremy, look up the beginning of Call of Duty. Ghost is exactly like that. Yeah. Ghost is one that we don't talk about Call of Duty Ghost that much though. But yes. McCox says, New Year, new me. Only compliments. Jeremy is making a lot of great points. Here we go. Clown Pilled says, wasn't there an article saying the fire was advancing at the rate of multiple football fields per minute? Yes, absolutely retarded unit of measure. America. I do recall seeing that. Boomy Bob says, are you expecting Jeremy to be intelligent or not annoying? You're in the wrong place, LOL. NDI says, shut up, Jeremy. Trump. Shut up, silly Jeremy. Shut up doesn't have a V, has a U. It just letting you know, NDI. Not a big deal, okay? Not a big deal, all right? Let's see. Kailito says, Jeremy is not annoying. 199 Trump 2025. Clint says, PSA, everyone should have emergency prep plans, including for your pets, fires, hurricanes, tornadoes, blizzards, etc. Pets are family. 1000%. Mike's Hangout says, thoughts and prayers to the people of California. People are just trying to live their lives, have suffered through this. You're right, Jeremy. The politicians don't care about the people. Not anymore. No, they don't. Trump does. Trump cares. Logan Miller says, how long before BlackRock starts buying up? Maybe a week. Josie Banks says, Trump should tell Newsom there is no money. Here's $750. Ministry of Wrong Things says, I don't want to seem heartless. I know it's too soon, but Hollywood just went through lockdowns, the strikes, now this. Hollywood literally might be done. If Hollywood's done, the world would be better off. 100%. There's enough movies and television shows to last me for the rest of my life. I can just rewatch them. I can rewatch the ones that I've watched, and I can watch all new ones. So if Hollywood ended today, I would not shed a tear. Yasuke says, Jeremy really grinds my gears, yet I watch every CobraCast and give him money because he reminds me of my cousin who has a learning disability. Adam Rice says, nothing will change. Do y'all remember the Northern California and Southern Oregon fire 2 years ago? That was insane. That was my area. No power 1 week. I do remember that. I do. Let's see. Darth Gavel says, not even Texans are that stupid. Get out. Mike Zero Source says, did anyone say how the fire started? Benny Johnson showed videos of homeless dudes starting fires all over LA. I've heard those accusations. I don't know for sure. I have heard those accusations, though. Not a banned account says, will Trump be held responsible for mismanagement? They'll try. Let's see. Lying Dogface Pony Soldier says, Newsom could hire a fleet of helicopters from surrounding states. Is it Alta? I don't know how to say that one. There's four fires, right? I heard there. Well, let me go back to Breaking 911. Breaking 911 put a, this was last night, but hang on. I gotta find it now. Yeah, I thought there was 4 like major fire outbreaks. Here we go, right here. That's 5. Actually, that shows 5. So actually more, I guess. So you've got Palisades, you got this one 0.5, you got 50 acres here, you got 400 acres, 3 acres, 1 acre. So there's multiple ones. So this is not, this isn't just a coincidence. Like if you're using common sense, this doesn't just happen. Not this far apart. This is not just like coincidental. This is clearly someone involved in this. Clearly. Let's see. Andrew says they're looking towards that 750 from the government. Shadow Sand says, Jeremy, if you're wondering what I was referring to, it was San Francisco that was cleaned in one day before the visit. It took, oh no, I remember. I know exactly what you were talking about. I remember they cleaned up everything. Southeastern Kaiju says, come for the annoying, staying for the fig. That dog in him says, it's such a tragedy what's happening in California, but Trump's new term could make it worse. At least he's in the fucking country, unlike the mayor. Jason Becker for a new member. Thank you. 2 eggs in a basket for a member message 6 months. Thank you. Tinhead says every lie incurs a debt of truth, and eventually that debt has to be paid. This is nature coming to collect all the lies and failed policies. Let's see here. We got that. All right. We're going to be ending this soon. I might do, listen, there's a chance I'll do another CobraCast later, but not sure. But I just wanted to talk about all of this today. This is a lot of crazy stuff. We do have the gaming stream tonight. Over on Geeks Gamers Play. So we're going to be playing Fall Guys. And members of locals will be playing with you guys. So we put in the code over there. It'll be streamed for everybody. So, but you guys will be able to join in and play the game with us. But we're going to end it there. And I might go live again later tonight because there's way too much to talk about. But I wanted to go ahead and get this one out of the way because I couldn't guarantee that I could do a stream to later tonight. But I'm 50-50 on if I'll do another stream later tonight. But I wanted to talk about all of this craziness going on surrounding the wildfires, everything surrounding President Trump and Canada. Clips will be put on the D-Day Cobra Clips channel. So if you guys are interested in that, please make sure you subscribe to the D-Day Cobra Clips channel. I will be making more videos, more short form videos for this channel in the very near future, along with more short form videos for the Geeks and Gamers channel. And so, yeah, so I am looking forward to that content, and I'm looking forward to getting your feedback on what else you guys want to see. Let's see. No sympathy for California. Remember what they said about hurricanes and their disgusting remarks. Praise for the pets and the first responders. Yeah, I can't sit there and put there's a bunch of left-wing lunatics out there in California. I understand that, but there's a ton of people in this chat right now that are in California that are awesome. I know Eric K is in California. So, there's a lot of people that are in California, but there's also a bunch of left-wing lunatics out there. But I'm not going to make a blanket claim for all Californians because you got a bunch of left-wing lunatics out there. You can't do it. Jeremy's weather report. That's right. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a great day. Jason Becker says Harris is doing her VP World Tour before inauguration. She's stopping by Singapore on the 15th. It makes me sick. Let her have her final days because Trump is going to walk in there and he's going to destroy all of the Biden policies, and it's going to be an absolutely beautiful thing. So, but thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you for Geeks and Gamers Play tonight for Fall Guys, and maybe another CobraCast after that. We will see. But Trump 2024, Going to be ramping up a lot of the daily live streams leading up to the inauguration, covering all this because there's a lot going on, and it's just a better time slot to do this in the early afternoon. And then potentially we can do one later, but I can't guarantee those. But anyway, you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.